The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They go again with Scott. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now Scott, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the carry, this is Scott. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive.
And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a fourth-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
A first down throw for Cousins. Catch made by Slayton. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that
touchdown! Cole Kmet, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's Scott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 8.
Hey, pick 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1. Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point, because the contact is going to be strong.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Throwing is Cousins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action now. Cousins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, what a juke into space. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Myers. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jacoby Myers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Play fake, Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll run with Scott. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Second quarter now. And As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bills at 14-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 29, here's second down and 3. Up the middle, Nwangu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Scott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Bills! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete here to Kmet. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Cousins. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give is Nwangu. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, it's Scott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's got a man, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kene Nwangu. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now a 3rd and 6. In motion, Slayton. On 3rd down, Cousins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Justin Houston. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd down and a yard. Cousins now. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes there for Desmond Ridder. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Trevor Lawrence, as sharp as you can be throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in the victory. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He put together the kind of half you dream about. 5 touchdown passes, as his guys are well in control of this ball game.
Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw it. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
He'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
To throw is Cousins. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. First play's a run with Nwangu. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now Scott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Slot man moves right. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Scott. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Here's Nwangu. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On the carry, this is Scott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Scott. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And now out come the Patriots. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Here's Cousins. And again back to Komet. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. To throw, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Cousins again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Cousins. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This a 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Tune. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a good-looking run there as they take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Toon.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
That's complete to Slayton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Boston Scott, a 22-yard scamper. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 60. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Cousins. On target over the middle to Hill, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Throwing is Cousins. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll throw again. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Scott.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Buffalo,
they move to a sparkling 15-1 with 1 game still to go in the regular season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.